And I realized that was what I was missing, is that element of self-love, loving myself and loving my body, even during the times where I didn't like how it looked. Hey babes, welcome back to my channel. If you are new, my name is Catherine Alexandra. You guys, it has been like 2-3 weeks since I last recorded a video for you guys, and I gotta say, I really missed you all. Life has been really busy for me lately. Now that we're nearing the end of summer, I made sure that I went out and just enjoyed myself. So I had a couple of my friends come into town. We went to a pool party. I went to a food festival. I actually went away to a conference last week in DC for work. So I've been really busy. Life has been very hectic for me, but nevertheless, I am back. I'm here. And on today's video, we got to talk about some things, okay? So if you follow me on my social media, you will know that on my TikTok and Instagram, I have recently been posting content about my fitness journey. I started in January. I've been working out. I've been eating right. And since then, I have lost 10 pounds. To be honest with you guys, I kind of wanted to wait a little bit longer before I started posting content about my weight loss. I kind of wanted to wait until I reached the results that I wanted to see. Kind of wanted to show up, you know, perfected and polished. Social media kind of gets you in that mindset sometimes. But I realized that I wanted to be transparent with you all and take you guys through the journey instead of just waiting until I reached my fitness goals and just showed up like, okay, here I am. My platform is rooted in empowering and uplifting women to show up authentically and genuinely as themselves. And it's what I always try to do through my content. I am very vocal and honest about like my journey when it comes to my locks and having to maneuver, you know, being a Black woman in today's world. And I've always been intentional about being myself and showing up on camera as myself. And I realized I have to have the same thought process and mentality when it comes to my fitness and losing weight, you know? So it was a little bit like, ugh. I think a part of it was that I was looking back at old pictures and videos of myself, and a part of me was kind of like, oh my God, like I can't believe I let myself get to this point. And there was a little bit of embarrassment that was tied into it. But I realized nevertheless that there is beauty in the journey, there is beauty in the process. And honestly, enjoying the process is what's gonna keep you going at the end of the day. It's what I realized these last 3 months is what has kept me going, is enjoying the process more than I enjoy seeing results. Because as long as I enjoy the process and I continue at it, the results are gonna happen regardless. So before I get into sharing with you guys how I got to this point, how I got to losing these 10 pounds, I wanna provide a little bit more context and history for you guys. Growing up my entire life, I have always been skinny. I'm Caribbean, I'm Jamaican. I grew up in a very Caribbean household and family. And one thing about Caribbean people, they gonna comment on your weight. You either too skinny or you too big. You either don't eat enough or you eat too much. And my entire life, I've always heard, you need to eat more. She's so skinny. When I went away to college, you know, they talk about freshman 15. That completely skipped me, okay? My freshman year of college, when I was 18 years old, I was 115 pounds. And it's not because I wasn't eating, you guys, because I would eat, but I just really wasn't gaining weight. I had a nice shape. I've always been on the curvy side, but I wasn't like thick. I was curvy, but very skinny. So I had a small waist, I had hips, but they just wasn't filled out. You know what I'm trying to say? All throughout my 20s, like I said, I was very skinny, but throughout my 20s, I was partying, okay? I was drinking a lot. And you know, when you drinking, you eating a lot of garbage, pizza and wings and this, that, and the third, because you want to sober up and all this stuff. So my 20s was spent with a lot of me going out, a lot of me going to day parties, a lot of clubs, a lot of shots, a lot of eating pizza late at night to help me sober up for the next day so I could do the same thing all over again. Like that was what my 20s was filled with. I had a lot of fun. You know, me and my girls, we partied all over. I partied all over the world and everything. I had a lot of fun, but eventually that weight started to kick in. And I didn't look bad. At this point, I started to gain weight, but I started to fill out those curves. So it was like, okay, like, you know, Kat, like, you slim thick, like, you look good. Fast forward to 2019, I'm 26 years old, and I started experiencing some pain in my right foot and my big toe. Like, randomly, it would feel very tense and like kind of tighten up, and it would also swell as well. Like, I would have to put ice on it. I went to the doctor, and come to find out after a bunch of x-rays and stuff, I had degenerative arthritis in my right big toe. Even the doctor himself was like completely speechless, because he's like, you're 26 years old with arthritis? Like, this is crazy. So long story short, I ended up having to get surgery done on my toe to fix this problem. What was supposed to be about 2-3 weeks of me recovering is what the doctor told me actually turned into about 3.5-4 months. I actually had a boot on my foot, and I was walking around with a cane for 3-4 months, you guys. Like, I did not recover. My foot did not heal the way that it was supposed to heal. So I had to go to physical therapy like 3 times again, so that I could basically learn how to walk again on that foot, because I was completely immobile. So obviously, when you end up having surgery that limits your ability to walk, you don't got nothing to do. You can't go nowhere. You can't get up and be mobile. You can't do anything. I was at home, and all I could do was sit down, watch TV, and eat. So that's exactly what I did. I watched TV and I ate. I tell people all the time that I literally tried every flavor of Tostitos dip that existed when I was home recovering from my surgery. Salsa flavor, the salsa con queso, the blanca con queso, the avocado one. Like, I tried every flavor of Tostitos dip that existed out there during this time, okay? Like, I was eating. It took me about 4 months for me to get back in the habit of learning how to walk again. During that time, I gained weight. It wasn't too crazy. I gained maybe like 10 pounds. It wasn't anything extraordinary, but it was like, you know, you getting a little fluffy there, okay? This is about September, October-ish. I finally am able to go back to work and everything. And I have this weight that I put on, and honestly, I did not try to do anything corrective to help lose the weight that I put on during that time. Like, you would think like, oh, okay, she probably would have gotten to the gym, or she would have changed her eating habits. No, I was still eating the same way. So I just kept putting on more and more weight. Fast forward to a few months later into the new year, it's 2020, and guess what happens in March of 2020? The pandemic. We all was eating at this point, okay? We was getting on group calls together, on house party, having happy hours and all this stuff. I was definitely doing that with my friends, and the weight just continued to pile on for me. At my highest weight at that time, I was 168 pounds. I remember stepping on that scale and seeing that number, and I was like, oh my God, like, I cannot believe I'm literally pushing 170 pounds. Like, I was flabbergasted. So I decided, you know what, Kat, like, you gotta lose weight. Like, you need to start working out. You need to start eating right. Like, this is getting out of hand. Still during the pandemic time in 2021, gyms, I don't think gyms opened back up yet, or if they did, it was very, you know, limited, this, that, and the third. So I decided to do some home workouts. So I tried doing the Chloe Ting 2-week shred. I tried doing the walk it off with me and all this stuff. I started and failed so many workout programs, you guys, in 2021. Like, I can't even keep count of how many I did. During that time, I also tried different like diets. I tried keto. I tried the OMAD, which is 1 meal a day. I did juice cleanses. I did water fasting. I did so many things to lose weight. And honestly, they weren't even healthy ways to lose it, but I did so many things and none of it lasted. I may have lost like a pound or two, but then I ended up gaining it right back because I wouldn't stick to it. And then I would just fall back in this cycle of like trying to start something, failing, starting all over again, failing. And after a while, when you get into that repetitive cycle of starting and failing, it mentally takes a hold on you. You start to feel like you are a failure. I got to a point where honestly, I said to myself, like, you know, I'm trying so many different things and it's not working out. Like, at this point, Like, I'm not even gonna try anymore. And I decided, you know what, if I'm not losing this weight, then forget it. I'm just gonna continue to eat what I wanna eat. I'm still gonna continue to drink what I wanna drink, have my margaritas, have my pina coladas and all that stuff, because it's like, what's the point? What's the point of trying? I ended up getting a new job, which is a job that I have now, and I've talked about it on my channel before. Doing the type of work that I really enjoy doing. The money that I make is good. Last year I moved into my own spot. So, you know, at this point, it's like, all right, now you're making the money to really afford to keep buying the unhealthy foods and drinks that you want. So I just continued into this cycle. And I remember earlier this year in January, I stepped on the scale and it said 176 pounds, y'all. So the last time I thought 168 was bad. Now I'm at 176. I'm pushing 180 now. No. I cannot continue like this. Throughout the first half of this year, again, I tried to do different workout programs. I would make it maybe like 3 weeks in, which honestly, like making it 3 weeks into like a 6-week program was like, that was progress for me, because usually I had given up by like the first week or two. The fact that I was even making it that far along, it was a start, but I kept falling back into this same cycle of just starting and failing and starting and failing. And I took a step back and I really started to think to myself, like, Kat, why is it that you keep starting these programs like and you keep failing it? You recognize that you're unhappy with how your body looks, and you recognize that you want to lose weight. You know this, and you know what you have to do in order to achieve that, but yet you can't stick to it. What is the problem? And one thing that I realized a few months ago, which is when I finally started my fitness journey and taking it seriously, was I realized the importance of self-love. You may not like certain things about your body and the way that it looks, and that's okay. There are certain things that we don't like about our friends or our families or our partners, but we still love them. The foundation of love still exists. When you have self-love, you practice kindness towards yourself. And I realized that was what I was missing, is that element of self-love, loving myself and loving my body, even during the times where I didn't like how it looked. But because I have self-love, I'm gonna be more kind towards my body. When I didn't have self-love, that's why I gave up and said, you know what, Kat? You might as well keep going out there and keep drinking all that alcohol, drinking all the margaritas, eating whatever you want to do, because I didn't have self-love. I wasn't practicing kindness towards myself. I wasn't practicing kindness towards my body. My mindset drastically changed when I realized I have to align myself, my fitness journey, my actions, everything have to be aligned with self-love. And once I did that, once I said to myself, Kat, yeah, you got some extra weight on you and you don't like that about yourself, but that's okay. I still love myself and I still love my body. And because I love myself, I'm going to do what I can to make sure that I'm taking care of it. I'm going to make sure that I'm feeding it the right things that it needs. I'm going to make sure that I'm not feeding it toxic things like a whole bunch of alcohol. I'm going to make sure that I get up and move my body around because I love myself. I may not like the weight, but I love myself. And because I love myself, I'm going to be better. This is not me trying to like come across as like those stereotypical like fitness gurus who are trying to preach towards you, but honestly, it's the honest to God truth. If you don't have that foundation there, then there's no point. That was why I was failing every single workout program that I was doing, and I was going through this cycle, and I had this defeatist mindset, and that mindset is what I took with me into every single workout program that I attempted to start. And then I would fail it, and then I would fail it, and I would feel bad about myself, and then go through this same cycle over and over and over again. I had this defeatist mindset towards myself. I wasn't loving myself. I was acknowledging that I didn't like certain things about my body, and I allowed it to fester so much that I wasn't even practicing kindness and being gentle towards myself. And once I shifted my mindset, once I decided to say to myself, Kat, like, the reason why you're going to get up and work out, the reason why you're going to get up and start eating right is because you love yourself. You love this body. Your body is a temple. You want to be here for a long time, and you want to look good while you're doing it. You gotta start loving yourself a little bit more. That's when things change. So I was able to start a workout program. It was a 6-week workout program, and I completed it, you guys. I completed it actually a few days before I went to see Beyonce in July. That was also my motivation too. I was like, I gotta look good for Beyonce. So I completed that workout program, and the feeling of finally starting and completing a workout program, you guys. Like, I literally was on cloud 9 because, like I said earlier, I had started and failed so many, and I dedicated to myself for 6 weeks and actually finished that program and saw results. I started off at 176, and after that program I went down to 171. So I lost 5 pounds, and I was so hyped. I was so excited. And I was like, you know what, Kat, like, this is the beginning. Like, just keep going, just keep going, just keep pouring into yourself, just keep loving yourself, just keep being kind and gentle to yourself, and the results are going to continue to come. So after I finished that 6-week program, I went ahead and did another 4-week program and lost another 6 pounds. And right now I am at 165 pounds. I weighed myself today. I'm 165 pounds. So I started my fitness journey and taking it seriously in June, and today is what, September 14th, and I am down 11 pounds. So that's 3 months, and I feel so good about myself, you guys. Like, I feel so good. And people are also noticing. Like, I have people commenting like, wait a minute, Kat, like, yo, you lost weight. So that feels good too, not only to just know that you're seeing the results, but the people around you are seeing like your hard work. Not that I need people's validation, but you know what they say about work, like weight loss, like people see it first before you see it. I have so much more that I want to do. Like, I want to lose a little bit more weight, and then I want to start building muscle. I want to start lifting weights and getting real toned, and I'm very excited for this journey. And it's a different feeling that I had a few years ago when it came to all the programs that I did. Even last year, the feeling this time is a lot differently, and it's because I feel differently about myself. And that's really what today's video and message is about, is really just practicing self-love, practicing kindness towards yourself. I keep using that word so much, but now that I have this epiphany and this awakening, like, the word kindness is something that I literally find myself saying to myself every single day. Like, Kat, make sure that you're practicing kindness towards yourself. Make sure that you're practicing kindness towards yourself. Make sure that you're practicing kindness towards yourself. And because I have that mentality and that kind of mantra in the back of my mind, it exudes into everything that I do. It exudes into the decisions and the actions that I make on a daily basis. And as a result, it makes me want to get up and go work out. It makes me want to make sure that, like, I'm waking up in the morning and starting my day off with something, you know, healthy. So I'll continue to take you guys along with me when it comes to my fitness journey and just getting this body right. I don't want to be this type of person that's like a fitness content creator or fitness influencer. That is not the realm that I want to go in. But I know that what I'm doing can be inspiring and motivational to other women as well. So I will be sharing, you know, content updates on my progress, X, Y, and Z. I'll also do a separate video with a little bit more detail exactly how I was able to lose the weight that I have thus far. I'll talk about the program that I did. I'll talk a little bit more about, you know, my eating and what that looks like, because I know that information is also valuable to you guys out there as well. And I know the questions are going to come, so don't worry. I will definitely make sure that I record a video and talk about that all in detail. If you guys have any questions for me, I'm more than happy to answer them as well. Leave questions below actually, and then I'll make sure that I address them in the next video that I do as a follow-up to this. So yeah, this is the beginning, you guys. It's like I'm taking you guys on another journey with me. Like, you guys have seen my log journey, which y'all see the bun. I've been taking you guys with me through my log journey, and now, you know, this is another journey as well. But I don't even like kind of calling it like a I don't know, I overthink things sometimes. I don't really like calling it a fitness journey, even though that's what it is. I kind of just refer to it as just a journey of me getting back to loving myself and feeling good about myself. And I guess fitness and eating right and all that stuff is a part of it. And I guess you could call it a fitness journey, but this is really just a journey of me loving myself and feeling good about myself and pouring into myself and being kind towards myself. This is what this journey is right now in my life. So I'm so thankful to have this platform. I'm so thankful to have all of you guys out there that have subscribed to my channel and have been tuning in and supporting me and everything that I do for the past 8 months now that I've been on YouTube. I also have some very exciting news regarding my YouTube channel that I want to share with you guys. So be on the lookout for that video because it's coming up very, very, very soon. I've been keeping the secret from y'all, but I'm gonna share with you guys very, very soon. So nevertheless, if you enjoyed today's video, please make sure that you give it a thumbs up, subscribe, and turn your notifications on. And with that being said, I will see you guys in the next video. Bye-bye.